everybody, it's SaskiaSketches and welcome back to the Ultimate Elemental Animal Challenge Part 14. So first up we have Peony. Peony was really fun to draw. Yeah, again, I think I say this with all the animals that I don't draw a lot of. It's always really fun to just take a look at what makes them tick and what makes them this animal. And you know, as you may have guessed, I don't draw a lot of peacocks, and it's really quite fun to just delve in and see what makes them tick and how do they work, and how do you draw them, because well, peacocks obviously have the big old tail feathers, which is interesting and fun to try and draw. So I opted to like paint the big feathers in instead of doing all the line work for them. I felt like that could make for a cool look, and I really like how that turned out. But I started off with just the body and the rest of the feathers and stuff, which was also fun. I quite enjoyed you know, just doing the airbrush as usual. The airbrush is just really fun. I love doing airbrush details and stuff. Yeah, I did change the color of the feet and the beak later to I think something that's more grey, which I prefer. And just this was really fun. I enjoyed working on these cool details. I just feel like the painting really brings it together, I guess. I just feel like that really adds a lot of detail and fun to the piece. I love how he looks. He looks really nice. I'm just really happy with how well, how pretty he looks. So you can really try to capture the peacock feathers, and I feel like I did a good job with that. Up next is Knox, and Knox is a fossa, and oh my gosh, I've been pronouncing this animal as fossa for way too long. It's fossa, you pronounce it as fossa, and I need to keep reminding myself because I'm so used to calling it a fossa, but it's not, it's a fossa. And I mean, I guess it makes sense that I pronounced it that way because I'd only ever read about them and never heard it pronounced, because it's spelled F-O-S-S-A, right? So you think, oh, it's a fossa, but it's not, it's a fossa, because it's not an English word, I think. But yeah, who's, again, not an animal that I draw a lot of, but really fun to draw. I don't really know what kind of animal you would classify this as. My best guess would be something in the weasel family, but I don't know. It has some feline qualities as well. It's obviously it's from Madagascar, so it's gonna be quite unique. But it's such an interesting animal. It's definitely an animal. It is very interesting because you don't you can tell that it's an animal, obviously, but it's hard to kind of pick what kind of family it might belong to. I find that anyway from the reference, the pictures that I find. I had a lot of fun again with the airbrush because I've been really enjoying this, looking at the pictures and really figuring out, oh, what kind of colors are used here, how does it look, where's the lights and the darks and stuff like that, and it's been really fun. And then the fire, obviously, I enjoyed this one so much. I think I don't know. This place, I always go with this placement for the fire, at least at the back of the paws, and on the tip of the tail, and then sometimes around the cheeks. But I don't know, I just feel like it works really well. It makes me happy. I feel like it's a tried and true, I guess. Oh man, he was so much fun, especially a little bit of lighting afterwards, I think. Oh man. I love this drawing. I'm so happy with this airbrush. I think it looks so good. I'm just so happy with him. I love him. He makes me happy. Fossa. Yes, fossa. Yeah, tiny bit of shading and airbrush, lighting and stuff. And that is him finished. oh, I love his pose here. I think it's so, I don't want to say like dynamic, but it really captures his personality, I think. So it really is so sweet. I love him. This one was also really fun. This one is Onyx, and Onyx is so he's a gemsbok, and his design thingy is that I did the lighter bits of the animal were made out of marble, and then the darker bits out of Onyx. So it was again another animal that I'd never really drawn before. I don't draw a lot of Oryx or gemsboks. So it's always fun to really look out at, like I said, like what makes this animal uniquely this animal, right? Because like he's an antelope, and but he does, you know, he's gonna look different from different types of antelope, and I'm just gonna figure out why does he look different, where you know, maybe which body parts are larger, which body parts are smaller, that sort of stuff. It's just, oh man, it's so much fun. I really like how he turned out as well. I was on a call with a couple of friends once when I was drawing him, and it was fun. It was really fun to just, you know, chat and get a little bit of feedback as I'm drawing and stuff, which is always helpful. I also, because I'd never really drawn I guess marble and onyx, that type of a stone. I'd drawn stone before, obviously, but not like this specific type of stone. So it was really interesting trying to figure out how do I convey this texture, right? What kind of brushes do I use, that sort of stuff. I used a couple texture brushes, but I think I went in with just a hard round brush as well. Really fun and interesting. Oh man, I had so much fun with this pattern. This pattern, I feel like it really is fun and interesting. I tried to follow the stone outlines, I guess, that I have as well, and whilst I was doing the structure of the animal, I tried to pay attention to not only the anatomy, but also where the markings were located, and try and really separate those from the rest, I guess. I really love the luminosity shine layer. As you can probably tell, I use this all the time, but it just adds this little bit of light and this little bit of like pretty contrast, and it just makes me happy. And I also added in a tiny bit of what do you call it? Like I don't know if it's gold, but it looks kind of gilded a little bit differently. I don't know, the little specks, the gold colored specks, and I feel like that really worked super well. Was just giving him a little extra touch of detail that he needed, because he felt a little bit flat without it. I love how that just brings everything together. It looks so, I don't know, like it felt like he really needed it, and I love the way that it looks, because I also was able to use that color on like the tip of the horns and tip of the hooves and stuff. I'm so happy with this one. Okay, up next is Victory. Victory was also really fun. I had a little bit of trouble finding a good reference picture for this one, so what I did is I kind of photo bashed a photograph of a younger silver fox, and then tried to match the proportions to an older silver fox, because I really like the pose with the little paw lifted and stuff. It felt very Victory to me. Oh man, she was so much fun to do as well. I really enjoyed just like doing all that fur texture, fur details. They make me so happy. It's so fun. And the little paw that is up, it's just, oh man, she's so cute. She's so cute. I love her. Unlike all the other elementals I've drawn in this video, I do have experience drawing foxes, because I've drawn rogues so many times. It's not even funny. Oh man, I'm gonna draw them at the end of this challenge and see how much I've improved. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, but Victory, I did have a little bit of trouble with her airbrush. So at first I went way too dark with all the contrast and stuff. So I did a revision of her color scheme a little bit after, because I wasn't really happy with how this was looking, because it just felt a little bit too dark. But yeah, it's fine, I guess. But it's not like it's just too dark for my character because I wanted her to be lighter. This is closer to what an actual silver fox looks like in terms of values and stuff, but I didn't want to match that. I wanted to match I know, guess something that fit my character a little bit. So this is my revision, and oh boy, I am so happy with how this one looks. I just feel like this one turned out so much better, and I'm just so happy with it. I love that I get to do a couple of revisions every now and then and like really improve and just figure out, okay, what makes this piece work and what doesn't make this piece work, and how do I change what doesn't make it work to make it work. I make so much sense when I do voiceovers. Oh my goodness. Anyway, that's her finished. I am so so happy with it. I love how she looks. She looks so pretty and so, oh man, so like victory. I don't know, I guess. Up next is Odin. Odin was also fun to work on. It was I was not feeling too well when I was drawing him. I feel like it showed in the piece a little bit, but it was also good, I guess, to get my mind off of things. I don't want to get into too much detail, but a relative of mine passed away whilst I was drawing this, and it's just kind of I designed him for her basically, and gonna because all the elementals are like a part of me, right? So when I miss somebody or somebody passes, I make an elemental to keep them close to me, I guess. Yeah, Odin was that for her, and Peony at the start of the video was that for somebody else as well. But yeah, I really did enjoy drawing him, even though, you know, obviously wasn't feeling too well in the moment, but it was fun and good to get my mind off of stuff and things. But yeah, general procedure, I guess, is just him as I normally draw my light elementals. I did have fun with the spots because obviously Lynx have a lot of spots and they're always fun to draw. I love drawing all these pretty markings. They always make the piece come together, and just happy. It's pretty and I like him. I'm so happy with how he turned out. So look at my gorgeous boy. Look at him. He actually looks like he's glowing and I love that. Oh man, that's always so much fun with your light elementals, because sometimes they don't really look like they're glowing, but other times they really do look like they're glowing. Don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, and the last one for today is Grim, and Grim, again, big season 2 character. So many characters have been introduced in season 2. Oh man. Oh, he was so much fun to draw. I love him so much. Like, just read the screenplay, okay? Just read it. You'll love him too. Oh, I had so much fun with all his fur, because Irish wolfhounds have such shaggy fur, I guess, and it's a really interesting texture to draw and get right. But I feel like I really did it well, I guess. And just happy with how he looks. I'm so happy with it. Yeah, and for the colors, I did a revision for him as well. So I did the first, I guess, my first try drawing this character went okay, but I felt like some of the details were just getting lost. I don't know if I was getting too dark or was putting too much dark in different places, but I just felt like it wasn't looking right, I guess. So I tried again. This time I referenced the other reference picture for a more and just like try to darken it in my mind, I guess, and follow it along. And I really I love the way that this one looks. I felt like the texture really comes across well. That's him finished, and that's the video finished. Thank you guys so much for watching it all the way to the end. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more odd videos every single Friday. Have a great week. Have a great weekend, guys, and keep on sketching. Bye. I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I'm doing so well with this outro.